welcome one and all to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. There's huge news from the world of men's football. After last night's conference championships games, the Super Bowl match is set. Red team versus other red team. That's right, Chiefs, 49ers, Bean Dip, all right here on CBS, right there, which, for one night only this year, stands for Catch the Bowl, Super. After the big game, be sure to stay passed out on your couch for a brand new Late Show, okay? I don't need you conscious. I just need your TV on. Maybe Late Show and chill? Of course, since the Chiefs are in, the game will feature the biggest star in the NFL, Taylor Swift. That's right. Beat me to it. Tay-Tay was once again in the football box last night to watch her boyfriend Travis Kelce catch the ball. Whole thing has been great for the NFL and for dads who struggle to bond with their teenage daughters. Honey, music lady, love football man. I love wings and I love you. How do your feelings? Share feeling? After the big win, Trav got a kiss from Tay-Tay. It was super cute. I think every game should end with the two sides lining up for little smooches. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. You know, sportsmanship. Everyone's getting in on the Super Bowl Swift mania. American Airlines even announced that their flight from Kansas City to Vegas for the game will have flight number 1989 in honor of Taylor Swift's album and also the last year they checked the bolts on that plane. What? But the flight everyone is focused on is Taylor Swift's. You see, the Super Bowl is on February 11th, but Swift has a concert in Tokyo the day before. And people are concerned she may not make it in time to see Travis at the big game.
Her concerts normally last about 3.5 hours. She would close the show around 9:30 if she doesn't have an opening act, local time. She would then have to drive about 25 minutes to the nearest airport.
It's a Tier 1 security event. They close the airspace around the Super Bowl to protect the area.
Parachute in.
Or is the government going to let Taylor Swift fly in?
It's just too stressful. This is too... Why can't she just do a concert somewhere closer, like Paris or Venice or New York? They're all there in Vegas. Of course, I, for one, Vegas. Let it ride. Of course, I hope Taylor makes it because I really want to watch the Apple Music Super Bowl 58 halftime show starring shaky footage of Taylor Swift cheering in a skybox featuring Usher. There you go. That's what you wait for. That's what you want. The Taylor Swift Super Bowl isn't making everyone happy because right-wing dinguses like Vivek Ramaswamy are claiming this whole thing is a conspiracy, suggesting that the Super Bowl will be rigged for the Chiefs to set the stage for Taylor Swift's Biden endorsement. What? That's whack, Jack. Come on. No, I'm serious. No, I'm not joking. I'm serious, folks. That's never going to happen. Tay-Tay wouldn't even get me good tickets for the Eras tour. Waited in that Ticketmaster queue for hours. No pre-sale code. Got stuck in the nosebleeds with Carly Kloss. Come on. Carly Kloss. It was me. It wasn't Biden. It was me. Of course, the Swifties have their own conspiracy theories because some of the Swifties out there pointed out some suspicious coincidences surrounding Taylor's favorite number, 13. Follow me down the number hole. This is Super Bowl 58, and 5 plus 8 is 13. If Taylor goes, it would be her 13th time attending a Chiefs game. The date of the Super Bowl is 2/11. 2 plus 11 is 13. If she flies to Vegas from Tokyo, the flight will be roughly 13 hours, and the Chiefs are playing the 49ers. 4 + 9 is 13. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, my God. What? Anyone else have chills? This can only mean one thing. Whatever the Swifties say it means. I don't want them mad at me. Oh, speaking of big numbers, this past Friday, the jury in Trump's defamation trial. I
know it's coming.
I have a feeling you've seen this story. Ordered Trump to pay E. Jean Carroll $83.3 million.
That's a lot of money.
That's some long ducats, Daddy-O. Carroll appeared on Good Morning America today to talk about her plans for the settlement.
I'd like to give the money to something Donald Trump hates.
Well, wow. Well, congratulations on the payday, Eric. I'll give you, Dad. Dad, I'll give you $83 million back in exchange for one hug. I'm good. This judgment comes at a pretty rough time for the Trump because he could soon face another large penalty in the civil fraud case brought by New York Attorney General Letitia James. And together, the judgments might deliver him a punishing 1-2 punch. Yes, a punishing 1-2 punch, or as he calls it, dancing. It's quite punishing to watch in this case. After the decision came down, Trump hit the campaign trail and kept right on complaining.
In history, they say the president that was treated the worst was Abraham Lincoln, but he had the Civil War, so he had a little Civil War going. Abraham Lincoln. And I haven't seen the new list, but if I'm not number one over Abraham Lincoln, I will be very disappointed.
Yes. No, I've been treated way worse than Abraham Lincoln. I mean, I've had to sit through entire plays. I mean, have you ever been to Les Mis? We get it. You're angry in French, you're French and you're angry. But this man never lost sight of what matters most to voters, that he once took a cognitive test that checks for brain damage.
They give you 6 names in a row. I took a lot of heat on this. They give you 6 names in a row at the beginning. Sir, I'm going to give you 6 names. Good. They look at them. A chair, a hat, a badge, a necklace, and they vote.
Okay. There's a lot to unpack there. First of all, those aren't names, those are things. Those aren't names. He also said they give you 6 names. Chair, hat, badge, necklace, vote. That's only 5 things. Cognitive tests are like jazz. It's about all the names you don't remember. A scuba-dop, o-doo-dop, o-doo-dop, whale. Wasn't all cognitive, in case you're wondering. Trump took some time to brag about how well he's doing in the Republican primary.
We started off with 12. Sort of reminds me of 2016. And then week by week, boom, boom. It was like chopping down a tree. Boom, what a great feeling. Boom, boom, boom.
Ah, yes. The sound that axes famously make when chopping down trees. Boom, boom, boom. Reminds me of this scene from Oppenheimer.
2, 1.
Chop, 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 chop.
Yeah. Oh, you saw it. You saw that. Chop, chop, chop. We were talking about that earlier, the chop, chop scene. The economy continues to roar, but not everyone believes it. This weekend, Joe Biden gave a speech in South Carolina where he floated a theory as to why.
Inflation is coming down, but for all we've done to bring prices down, there are still too many corporations in America ripping people off. Price gouging, junk fees, greedflation, shrinkflation. You see that article about the Snickers bars?
Yeah. Yeah, did you see that? There was that article about a Snickers bar. It was in a magazine, full page, banner headline, said, "Hungry, why wait?" Then I Flipping on the TV, saw a little documentary about how when you haven't eaten, you don't feel like yourself. All of a sudden, you're Betty White or Steve Buscemi, and your friends can tell something's wrong. Scary stuff, folks. That's why we got to pack the economy with peanuts so it really satisfies. Come on, snack. Now, Biden was probably talking about a recent guest essay in the New York Times in which the author argues that people are distracted because certain food prices, like Snickers, are still rising, causing them to miss the fact that prices of more expensive goods like furniture are actually falling, which explains why this past Halloween, the hot trick-or-treat candy was full-size sleeper sofa. We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Bryan Cranston and journalist Michelle Norris. When we come back, I take you to church.